All right. Hello, everybody. This is Daniel coming to you live. Give me just a few moments to do a quick audio check and make sure we're good. Let's see. All right. Hello, everybody. Hey, Veronica. Welcome, welcome. All right. So, audio's coming through. All right. So, this is a very focused conversation. We're going to talk briefly about increasing your cash flow. And I'm going to encourage you to get back to the person who's sharing this information with you as soon as we finish this information, okay? So I'm sharing on YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook today. And we do have a few slides that we're going to go over very briefly. This came out of a conversation that I was having in the room with Miss Cece Mahone and a few other amazing business partners last night / this morning. So I just want to make sure everybody understands this information that we're going to share so that you can slide into a position where it's designed to increase your cash flow. And I mean, we can do that. We can do that for you. This is your year. This is your month. Even though we're closing it out, we're going to close it out strong. All right. So I see a few people are jumping on now. So thank you guys for joining. So you want to share this out with your teams. This will be short and sweet, but it's going to be very, very focused on a way to create more cash flow and get you going quickly. All right. So we're about a minute in. So we're going to go ahead and start sharing this information. So, all right, let me pull this up on screen. All right, perfect. First thing that we need to talk about, and it's very important because everything starts with a dream. Absolutely everything starts with a dream. So if you don't have a dream, when I share this information with you about creating more cash flow, it's going to fall flat. Okay. So if I share information with you about creating more cash flow and you don't have a passion, you don't have a dream that you're chasing, you're not looking for financial freedom or moving towards a specific goal, this information is just going to fall on deaf ears. So if you do not have a dream, if you don't have a passion that you're chasing, you can log off right now. And I'm not frozen. All right. I'm not frozen. All right. So as you see that slide right here, that's, your average house, your average car, and your normal travel accommodations being crowded. And of course, right now, of course, we have some restrictions, of course, on what we can do with that. Right. So one of our mentors, Mr. Ty and Valerie Best, they have authored several books. Their most recent book is The Dream Chaser Manifesto. Why am I talking about this? Like I said, if you don't have a dream, if you don't have a passion, if you're not moving toward the goal, this information is not designed to help you. All right. It's only designed to help people who are chasing that bigger dream. Okay. That bigger goal. Okay. And it's not just limited to those bigger houses, that better travel accommodations, that better location for your vacation time. It's not just limited to that. You might have a big dream to add an additional wing to a hospital. Okay. You've got to have something like a foundation that you want to create, right? To help people that are misfortunate. Some of the business partners that we're connected to, they're building places in Africa to help people. So that's part of their dream. All right. But to get you started, you got to have a big dream. Okay. So as we go through this information, we got to learn some very key principle things. We're going straight in. Okay. You got to pay yourself first, not last. It is a millionaire's secret that you got to get rid of declining paper dollars. I don't know if you guys follow A-Lux. They share a lot of information from a wealthy point of view, but they also talked about, hey, if you're just using paper dollars, you are limited. Okay. So what do the working class do? Most people, what do we normally do? We spend first, right? That's a habit that we've built. It's not a success habit. It's a bad habit that we've created, and we continue to move in that direction. We spend first, and then what do? Try and save whatever's left over. and there's usually nothing left over. Okay. So what do the wealthy class do? Because remember, we're talking about increasing your cash flow right away as quickly as possible. So what do the wealthy class do? They save and they invest first, and then they circulate their money, right? So we're going to talk about some key things, right? So if you do not know what real money is, you're going to be at a disadvantage, okay? So look at these words. This is by one of my amazing mentors who's been financially free because of the information that I'm sharing with you right now, okay? Anything that's defined as money must store value. We're talking about increasing your cash flow, right? But if you're putting your cash into something that's losing purchasing power, that's going negative, okay? We don't want to do that. So it must be a store of your labor, and it must be worth as much or more in now as it is in the future, okay? And we're going to go right into wealth building principles right now, okay? You got to learn how to create residual income. You got to learn how to find some accumulating, appreciating assets. We got to figure that out, okay? We have to solve this because this is very important to creating and increasing your cash flow. We got to outrun inflation, a silent killer, all right? Inflation, people are using more and more money for less and less goods and services. And that's what's happening. All right. And then we got to utilize the tax code to our benefit, not our detriment. All right. So here's where I'm going to spend most of my time. Okay. All I'm doing is setting you up for this cash flow quadrant. And I'm going to tell you ahead of time, you're going to need to get back with the person sharing this information with you. Okay. Because this won't be, I won't be sharing all the details about some business. I'm giving you a teaser. I'm giving you a taste of why you should be doing this, why you need to get back with the person sharing this information with you. Okay. Now, this is a cash flow quadrant. It was made very popular by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay. Now, Robert Kiyosaki has a new book out. His most recent book that he just came out with is called Fate. Right. It is available on YouTube. All right. It's available on YouTube for free, or of course, you can purchase it. I would recommend purchasing that book. It is an amazing book. All right. It talks about fake money. Okay. It talks about fake money, talks about fake teachers, and it talks about fake assets. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about this cash flow quadrant that was made popular by him. All right. Okay. So as we look at this, most people, and these are the 4 legal ways that he describes in his books of how to create income. So there are 4. Hey, what's up, Miss Cherie Hicks? Welcome to the live stream. So there are 4 legal ways to create income. Tomorrow, today, throughout this week, you will fall into these 4 cash flow quadrants. Throughout your life, you may fall within these 4 legal ways to create income. All right. So no matter what you do in your life, you will be within one of these quadrants. Okay. So as an employee, right, you're actually paying about 40%. And I'm going to go ahead and make that bigger for you guys. You will be at 40% of your income being taken off the top. You have a job, nothing wrong with any of the 4 legal ways to create income. There's absolutely nothing wrong with creating income with any of these 4 ways to create income. They're just different based on what your goals are. If you want to increase your cash flow, but you're as an employee only, 40% of your income is being taken in taxes. Most people fall within this area. Most people were trained to go to school to get a job. Robert Kiyosaki talks about that is an erroneous idea right now. That idea is behind the times. And that idea actually costs you 40%. Then you slide over. You might say, hey, I got an idea for a business, which is good. But what most people do is they actually own a job. Now, what do I mean by that? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with any of these 4 ways to create income. What do I mean by own a job? I'll give you this description. One of our mentors that was in this business, Dr. Dennis Staggerwall, he was a world-renowned chiropractor. He owned a job because if he wasn't there to provide those services, the income stopped. So I want to draw this out for you. On the left side of the cash flow quadrant, everyone on the left side is taking time and exchanging it for income. So on the left side of the quadrant, you are taking your most precious thing, time, and you are exchanging it for that income that you're creating. So you'll always be limited because sooner or later, you're going to have to eat. You're going to have to sleep. You're going to have to take some personal time, right? Now, even if you're in perfect health for the rest of your life, which is exactly what I hope for you and for everyone that's under the sound of my voice. So even if you're in perfect health for the rest of your life, your loved ones might get sick. People close to you may have some challenges health wise, and it may cause you to want to take some time away. It might cause you to slow down a bit and not be available to exchange that time to create income. So right here, right off the bat, there are some limitations with being an employee or owning your own job, which is being a sole proprietor, like I just described. Dr. Dennis Staggerwall was a world-renowned chiropractor. Unfortunately, a car accident, severely changed his financial trajectory. He was unable to do what he was doing before because of his health. And he battled that throughout his life. So what did he do? He decided to slide over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. So nothing wrong with being an employee, absolutely nothing wrong with owning a job or being a sole proprietor. It just depends if you're trying to increase your cash flow, you want to slide over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant made very popular by Robert Kiyosaki. Now on this right-hand side, you notice something. The numbers are starting to work in your favor. So Robert Kiyosaki talks about the business of the 21st century. You want to tap into the business of the 21st century. So you want to get back with whoever's sharing this information with you because they can go ahead and get you connected so that you can start sliding into the right side of the cash flow quadrant, right? So get back with that person. So as we continue this discussion, now the numbers start working in your favor on the right-hand side of the cash flow quadrant. So on the right side, you own a system. You own a system. So think about the McDonald's brothers. I don't know if you've seen the movie The Founder, but they created a system. And then here came Ray Kroc, and he put on top of that system, of course, real estate and franchising and things of that nature. But when you slide over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant, the business side, we're talking about big business where you have about 500 people within an organization all headed in the same direction, having the same goal, tapping into a system to help create income. So now you move into the right side of the cash flow quadrant. And the reason why you can increase your cash flow is because now you're tapping into a wealth building principle called leverage. All right. On the left hand side of the cash flow quadrant, as an employee or self employed, you are exchanging your most precious thing, your time, to create income, which is where most people start. All right. And everybody has to start somewhere. So there's nothing wrong with starting there. But if you want to increase your cash flow aggressively, you want to slide over to the right and tap into a business, a system that creates leverage. Leverage is a key wealth building principle that a lot of people are not aware of. They don't tap into it. They don't know about passive income. They don't know about residual income. They don't know how to acquire it. They don't know how to build it. They don't know how to tap into it. So when we come to them and say, hey, would you like to create more passive income? As we were having a discussion last night, myself with Miss Cece Mahone and a few other business partners, most people don't know that word. They don't experience that word. They don't know how to tap into that. So you want to get back with the person sharing this with you because you want to tap into the right side of the cash flow quadrant. And as we continue on this path and we talk about that right side, that bottom right is I for investor. Now, your tax liability, and of course, see your tax professional. I'm not a tax professional. We have several tax professionals within our organization because they understand how cash flows and they want to make sure that they're on this right side of the cash flow quadrant, right? So all different professionals of all different walks of life are definitely hanging out with us and connected to this amazing business. So on the right hand side, you'll notice that there's zero tax liability for when you have your money work for you. So creating passive income. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, the business, the entity that I'm representing, Freebay, through our amazing team called Wealth Builders Worldwide, is helping people on both sides, the business side and the investor side of the cash flow quadrant. Okay. So you want to get connected. You want to tap into leverage. Okay. So when you get that leverage, you're going to maximize that business and that investor side of the cash flow quadrant. And we're able to do that for you right now. You can start tapping into that right side of the cash flow quadrant. No matter if you love what you do as an employee, no matter if you love what you do, if you own your job, if you own a barbershop and you're the only person there, or you own a salon and you're the only person there, and if you don't clock in, if you don't go in, there's no creation of income. No matter if you love that profession as a cosmetologist or as a truck driver or whatever you're doing to create your income, having financial freedom, increasing your cash flow aggressively happens on the right side of the cash flow quadrant. So you want to tap into this as soon as you can. So you want to get back with whoever is sharing this with you. Okay, you really do. As soon as you can, get back with the person sharing this and say, hey, I want to slide over to owning a business, having a system, and also getting my money to work for me. We don't want to limit ourselves. Okay, we don't want to limit ourselves. So I don't want you to be limited. All right, we don't want you to be limited. Tap into creating a cash flow ahead of time. Create what you need ahead of time. All right. Hopefully, I'm not getting choppy on here. It looks like I'm dragging a little bit on my side. So I apologize if there's a little bit of a delay. But that's what I want to chat with you about, right? So when you hear this information, what are you going to do about that? What are you going to do about staying on that left side of the cash flow quadrant and constantly taking your most precious thing, which is time, that is not, you don't get it back. You don't get it back. So if you have an opportunity to tap into the right side of the cash flow quadrant, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to just watch as someone is sharing information that can assist you? Get back with the person sharing this information with you. If that person is me, you want to jump right on our website called y1income.com. Get your free registration completed. Here's another amazing thing that Robert Kiyosaki talks about in his book called The Business of the 21st Century. If you have an opportunity to create income with very low risk or no risk at all, by all means, try. Tap into this new business model that'll slide you into the right side of the cash flow quadrant. If you love what you do in your job, if you love what you do as a sole proprietor, continue to do that. What you want to do, in the words of Jim Rohn, is you want to slide over to creating profits. And we have a way for you to tap into international profits for yourself and for your family and for your loved ones. So don't hold yourself back. Don't restrict yourself to one income that's stuck on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, slide over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. Get back with the person sharing this with you as soon as possible so that you can complete your free registration with them. Okay. So you get back with them. If I'm the person sharing the information with you, go ahead and jump on y1income.com. Now, here's the thing. We, within our Wealth Builders Worldwide team and family, we understand that sliding over to that right side is different. It's different. It's not the same as being an employee or a sole proprietor. So it might take some additional support, some additional training. It's going to take a little bit of a mind shift. All right. You're going to be doing things differently than what you were doing before. So to help you with that transition, we have a live training every Sunday night. Every Sunday night, we have a free fast start training for all new affiliates, new business partners, and people are connecting with us from all over the world. Our team name is Wealth Builders Worldwide. We have over 150,000 people connected to this Wealth Builders Worldwide system that has helped create financial freedom in the lives of several people. Plus, within Freebay, we have over 1 million affiliates globally. So you want to get back with the person sharing this with you. You want to be on that live training tonight. You want to get back with the person and get your free registration completed immediately. There's no reason to delay. You're watching us on a free YouTube. You're watching us on a free Facebook. You're watching us on a free Periscope. Complete your free registration with the person sharing this with you. If that person is me, you start at y1income.com and start that journey. Okay. We know it's different. That's why we have support for you. All right. So this is part of our support team. Let me show that to you guys, make it a little bit bigger. So we literally have people from all different walks of life. We have people who have been financially free for over 25 years within this amazing business, within this amazing system called Wealth Builders Worldwide. He's our founder and our CEO of Wealth Builders Worldwide. His name is Mr. Ty Best, who I talked about at the very, very beginning. As I said, hey, listen, if you don't have a dream, this information is not for you. This information is for people who are dreaming, who have a goal in mind, who have something on their heart that they want to accomplish. They have family members that they want to empower financially, or they have themselves that they want to empower financially, or they have a goal or a dream in mind that they want to accomplish. They have a big dream that they want to help others. They want to maybe create some additional streams of income for people. They want to empower people. They want to maybe add a wing on to a hospital that helps save their life. You know, they want to empower people to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do, right? Helping people create time freedom. All right. So there's several great, sharp individuals, ladies and gentlemen, that are part of our amazing Wealth Builders Worldwide team. We have entrepreneurs from different walks of life. We have doctors. We have, there's all different categories of people. People who have retired from the Postal Service, people who have retired from the IT, right? Doctors, high-end executives are connected to this amazing business, right? So like I said, get back with the person sharing this information with you. Come hang out with us tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only for affiliates, okay? Only for new business partners, right? So to become a new business partner, get back with the person sharing this with you, or go straight to y1income.com if you're seeing this on my YouTube page, Daniel Higgins, and if you're seeing this on my YouTube, or if you're seeing this on my Periscope. Those are all free accounts that you have. So go ahead and create this free account, and we'll show you how to use this free account to create financial freedom, to create more cash flow, to increase your cash flow. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Let me go ahead and show my face a little bit more there. So, guys, get back with whoever is sharing this information with you. They absolutely have your best interest at heart. This is just a very short teaser of why you should be connected to our Wealth Builders Worldwide team and family. All right. I did not give you all the details. You'll learn the details as you go, but you can create income without having all of the details. You can create income by tapping in to this global system. And we are here to support you. As you see, we have a schedule of support. Continue to plug in and stay connected to this awesome team and support team so that you can continue to be successful and you can continue to increase your cash flow as soon as possible. All right. Thank you, everybody, for your time. We'll see you guys later on today during the live webinar for training at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.